What's going on, guys? It's Ethan, Netflix Gamer here, and today I want to discuss something a little bit different, a little bit new. So, obviously, in 2021, Netflix acquired the Roald Dahl Story Company and all of the past books of the late author Roald Dahl. Now, Roald Dahl was behind many well-known books such as Mr. Fox, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, Matilda, The Twits, and tons of others. So, I want to raise a question on how the Roald Dahl Company can now allow Netflix to become a major player in not just video games, but child-focused video games as well. And Netflix could basically battle like Nintendo to become a major player in child-friendly video games. Now, first of all, let's obviously look at the fact that while the Roald Dahl works have connected with audiences for decades, you know, you could have stuff like a little interactive experience of the enormous crocodile, which would be a fun little kids game. You could have a Charlie Chocolate Factory, you know, like managing tycoon game where you're managing a chocolate factory, building a chocolate factory. That'd be fun. You could have a game based on the whole book of Matilda, where you go in a different city. Basically playing the book as an actual game. To me, this would be great. And the reason, obviously, Netflix now has this advantage because obviously they bought the Roald Dahl company and they got the rights to obviously the actual publishing rights. So they got the rights to the actual books. They got the rights to the films and TV. They got the rights to make games and interactive experiences with them. So, to me, Netflix is kind of in a huge advantage here because the Roald Dahl IPs are well known. Sure, they don't make billions at the box office, but they are well known. And utilizing those IPs to make games would help expand the variety of stuff on Netflix games as well. Because currently, guys, I'll be honest, I think Netflix games is obviously trying to target the more adult demographic with stuff like Stranger Things games. And obviously, children play a lot of mobile games as well, so it could be a huge benefit for Netflix to get involved in that market because, well, there's loads of child-friendly mobile games, but if Netflix doesn't have many of them on their own app, they ain't really going to compete. Now, what would I like to see? Obviously, I'd like to see a Charlie and Chocolate Factory game based on like a tycoon game where you're running your own little chocolate factory. That'd be fun to me. So a game based on the whole book of Matilda, that'd be fun. I think a game based on Giraffe, Petly and Me, which is another Roald Dahl book, would be fun. It's about basically it's about this little boy who obviously finds this sweet shop and obviously surrounded by a bunch of animals. That'd be a fun little game to me. There's so many different options they can do with Roald Dahl books. Roald Dahl has from what I know, it has about 100 different written works. So there's a lot of there for Netflix to basically go in with their studios and basically adapt or even license the IPs out to third party studios to adapt for Netflix, like they did with the first two Stranger Things games. And will this happen? Obviously, I do think it's going to happen, guys, because Roald Dahl Story Company is obviously huge. There's huge amount of IP there for Netflix to mine, and if Netflix wants to get really serious in gaming, they're going to have to go looking through their own IPs. So stuff like beyond Stranger Things, and nailed it. It'd be cool to see, obviously, the Roald Dahl catalogue. I also think Millerworld would be a great series of comics for them to adapt into games. I also think stuff like Kid Cosmic would be great as a video game. Netflix has so many different games that they could make from their IPs. It just seems logical to me. Anyway, guys, let me know your thoughts about this in the comments down below. Do you want to see Roald Dahl books get turned into games? What Roald Dahl books would you like to see turned into games for Netflix? Let me know all that stuff in the comments down below. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe, like the video, share, all that good stuff, and I'll catch you in the next episode. Peace.